goes. He said, I'm free. My boy. He said, I'm free. What's up, guys? What's up? What's going on? Oh, welcome to the Swag Show, guys. What's going on? Check it out. Welcome to the Swag Show, guys. What's going on? Listen, you want to be here for this. You want to share this to any single soul that has ever been on this. What's up, CJ? Been on the Swag Show before. Because today is receipt day. Now, it's for y'all who don't understand what keeping receipts mean. There's a lot of people came on my show. My show started in March of last year. There's a lot of people who came on my show with all kinds of outlandish, crazy shit that they said was going to happen this year. I mean, we had some crazy, crazy takes that we would just light people up for. And even I had some crazy takes, so I'm not excluded from this. So some people gonna probably call me out on some receipts they kept from me. But let me just give y'all an understanding of what I'm talking about. So when certain games happen, well, let's go back. Let's go back to the offseason. In the offseason, one of my predictions is the Philadelphia Eagles was not going to repeat. And I told them why they wasn't going to repeat. And mainly it was because their schedule was extremely difficult. They had a lot of primetime games. It was something that they wasn't used to. And I tried to tell them, look, guys, I know you just won the Super Bowl. I know you just beat the hell out of the Kansas City Chiefs. But you lost a lot of players, and your secondary is just not going to be that good this year. And you won't create a pass rush like you did the year before. Those were my predictions for them. I got screamed at, told I was a hater, this, and that. Not to mention the biggest thing that the Philadelphia Eagle fans said was Jalen Hurts was elite. He was elite. He was in the Patrick Mahomes category. They just said every single time you turn around, somebody had Jalen Hurts is in the top 5. Jalen Hurts is in the top 3. Jalen Hurts is this. Jalen Hurts is that. It got to the point where I damn near stopped liking the kid because I was like, I like Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts, I followed him when he was in Alabama. I was there. I mean, he's number 2 behind Patrick Mahomes. He's beat Patrick Mahomes, so therefore he's not. I mean, we had it all. Now, here's another one. Here's another take for you guys. Jacksonville was going to the Super Bowl. The Jacksonville Jaguars were going to the Super Bowl, and I had Jacksonville fans flooding my freaking show every freaking day, talking about Jacksonville, going all across social media. Jacksonville. We got some receipts to hand out today, guys. Share it. Like it. Get this to the For You page so we can get some of these receipts out. Now, like I said, I'm going to be one of the people that people are going to hand me my receipts because I wasn't right about everything. I don't expect to be right about everything in the year coming. But I want you guys to hear. I had almost 10 Indianapolis Colts fans in my inbox telling me how good Indianapolis is, and they're going to the Super Bowl, and we undefeated, and we the best team in football. You even had ESPN analysts saying Indy fans, Indianapolis was the best team in football. I'm telling you, it was everywhere. And my boy Cody, he's going to talk about some of the things he said about Indianapolis. I mean, and he had a great take on Indianapolis, and it looked to be true. It turned out to be exactly how he said it. He also did talking about the big receipt he also was on a Washington Commander show telling them, hey, listen, Jay Daniels and those guys are not going. I got them exiting the first round of the playoffs. He gave them a little bit more credit than they deserved. They didn't even make the playoffs. I mean, like we were pinpointing things that was crazy. Like, I mean, y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea some of the receipts that we kept. When I went back and looked at some of my old shows, oh my God, it was so many different arguments about, man, let me tell you something. When the New York Giants beat the Philadelphia Eagles, the New York Giants fan, I mean, I had never seen a rush of New York Giants fans come on my show and tell me how the New York Giants was going to turn it around. They were better than this. They were better than this team. I'm better than the Eagles. I even had somebody tell me that Jackson Dart was, at that point in his career, was better than Jalen Hurts. And I was like, what? Wait a minute. Hold on. How did all this happen? How did y'all go from barely speaking? I didn't even know it was that many damn New York Giants fans out there. I hadn't seen them. I mean, it was so crazy. And one of the biggest things that somebody's gonna tell me is, I already know people gonna tell me this. I didn't have the San Francisco 49ers even making the playoffs. Maybe with that fire sale they had over there, no way in hell the 49ers are gonna make the playoffs. That's a receipt that somebody's gonna hand me today, and I'm cool with it because I was wrong. I was wrong about that. And we are not gonna even discuss the Dallas Cowboy fans. We ain't gonna even discuss that, because the Dallas Cowboy fans were flooding my show. Oh my God, we this, we that. I'm like, bruh, the Dallas Cowboys don't have a defense. I don't know if y'all haven't seen that yet. It's going to be hard for y'all to go. And let's not exclude the Chicago Bear fans. Let's not exclude the freaking Green Bay Packer fans. Oh my God. I got kicked off a show for telling people that Green Bay, they were telling me that the Green Bay Packers was going to win their first 8 games. They're going to be 8-0 in the first game. I don't see anybody beating them. The Green Bay Packers. I'm trying to get y'all to understand. This is the receipt show. This is the show where all the panel, myself, is going to bring up stuff that was said on this show or on social media. Somehow, some way, we heard it from someone. It was more casuals on social media. I mean, here's my question to all you guys. Where are they now? Where are these people now? I caught a couple of them. I caught one of them on JB show, who's on my show just screaming and hollering, talking about, oh my God, Jalen Hurts is better than Mahomes. Oh my God, Jalen Hurts and handing Mahomes his ass. Jalen Hurts this, Jalen Hurts that. I caught his ass on JB show. And he was humble. He was humble. And then I was like, this is why I decided to do this show. So we're going to go through the whole season. And you guys are going to tell me some of the craziest takes, some of the receipts you kept. I mean, you kept these receipts. And Cody got a lot of them, because Cody got kicked off a lot of shows. He got muted. He got kicked off shows. I used to tell him, stay off shows, Cody. They don't want to hear what you have to say. Nobody wants to hear the truth about their team. Nobody wants to hear the truth about their team. And even I got receipts coming from my Kansas City Chiefs, because the fact is, even with Kansas City Chiefs telling me, the fans were telling me, we're not going to the playoffs, dude. We're not making the playoffs. I still believe we could. So it's all these different things that was said on the Swag show and on everybody else's show too. I mean, because it matters. You know why it matters? Because as you can see now, these fan bases are gone. They're gone. I hadn't seen a New York Giant fan on my show, and God knows forever. I hadn't seen an Indianapolis Colts fan on my show, and God knows forever. No, I hadn't seen it. I don't know. Jacksonville, I can't find them. The point I'm trying to make is it's so easy to say what your team is going to do when the season starts. And here's what's crazy. We actually had a draft. I mean, we actually had a training camp show. We did a whole thing on training camps. And you can see in the training camps that these guys are not going to be that good. I don't know how you see the things that you see. I mean, I was told my Texas and CJ was the answer. I mean, like all these different things. And we're gonna talk the Houston Texans. I got a receipt to give out because I was on my boy show, KC360. I think that's his name. He's in the Not Move podcast. I was on his show early in the year, and I said the Houston Texans will be the best defense in football this year. Damn, at one time they wasn't. The Houston Texans was real. I was told no, I didn't know. I was giving the Houston Texans defense way too much credit. I mean, I was like, no, I'm not. I mean, these are things I see, and these are the receipts that we're going to give. So what I want you guys to do is to share the show, keep the likes coming. Let's get these likes up to 10K so everybody can see we're not playing around. Because I want to hand out some receipts, and I hope, God, I hope that some of these people join this show today. Because I'm telling you right now, we have people like Mustard telling us about the Chicago Bears every single week. And we're like, Mustard. I mean, let's be honest. I don't even know if you guys are going to make the playoffs. Then when they had a better season than we predicted, then I was like, Mustard, you need to calm down. That these guys are not going to the divisional round. And then they made it to the divisional round. And then all of a sudden, you couldn't shut a Chicago Bear fan up when they made it to the divisional round. And then they got eliminated. And once they got eliminated, I hadn't seen them. Have anybody? It's put an APB out on Chicago Bears fans. Please do, because they disappeared faster than the Jacksonville fans did. I mean, because I kept trying to tell Jacksonville, I don't see y'all being that good. You are very, very lucky. But you're not that good. Have anybody see any Jacksonville fans? Find them, man. Find these guys. I'm concerned about them. All I'm trying to tell y'all is we have a lot of receipts on this show that we're going to give out today. A lot of receipts. And I know it's a lot of people want to come up. I see it in the queue right now. It's so many people want to get rid of these receipts. So, Jules, I'm going to ask you for help this morning, man. Because I want all these people. I'm going to get mine out first. The ones that stuck out the most for me. And let's get for the record. Once I seen the Indianapolis Colts play the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cody and I had this discussion the other day. I was holding out hope for Daniel Jones because I thought Daniel Jones was playing really well. So I literally Cody was like, Daniel Jones is not the one, Swag. He's not the one. He was dead on point. I was like, I got to see more because I think Daniel Jones is turning it around. I think he's turning the corner. But then they played Pittsburgh. And when they played Pittsburgh, I was like, oh, boy. Old Cody must be right. He might be right on this one. These guys are a Jonathan Taylor team, not a Daniel Jones team. And lo and behold, the rest was history. We found out real quick that it wasn't Daniel Jones' year. It wasn't going to be Daniel Jones' when it is what it is. And Cody he hit it dead on the head. I mean, so I'm just trying to get you guys to understand. Right here on this Swag Show, when we barely had 3 people on here, we were still bringing it in. We were still showing you guys that, look, you might want to be on this show if you want to hear the truth. I mean, and yes, Brianna, well, and here's the thing. I watch social media and TikTok compare almost every single quarterback. I just seen this the other day. Somebody was saying Sam Darnold is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. right now. One good year, two good years. He's the top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Two good years. Then I'm gonna say this for the record so y'all can understand. When y'all comparing, you can only compare careers. You can't compare a year. You can't do that. A couple of years, a couple of good years, that's cool. They had good seasons. They don't become a top 5 quarterback with 2 seasons. It don't work that way. I see now it's going to be more receipts handed out for next year. Y'all welcome to the Swag Show. I'm glad y'all here. Let's bring this panel up because they light up. This panel is going crazy. I'm like, hold on, guys, hold on.
What's up, Swag?
What's up, man? Hold on, man. Let me get these people up. Mr. Corey, hold on. A-Trade can't wait. A-Trade. A-Trade, I knew you was coming up today.
Oh, yeah.
I knew you was. Hold on, guys. Let me get these guys up, man.
Hey, y'all, you know I'm coming up here today, baby.
I'm here.
Hey, y'all, listen, because A-Trade and JB, they was all on the live when this dude said this. I just got to get this one out the way early. Now, listen, I got to get this one out the way early because A-Trade and JB know what I'm about to say. We had this dude, Wire to Wire Sports, came up on JB's live. He argued with me, JB, A-Trade, and Southgate. He argued with us. He told me, listen now, he told us that not only were the Jets going to beat the Steelers week 1, but that Justin Fields was going to have 30 passing touchdowns, 3,500 yards, and 1,000 yards rushing.
Y'all just got trolled. Y'all got trolled.
I said, yo, you thought? I said, yo. So what, he going to have MVP? He going to be MVP? That's MVP year. He said, watch what I tell you. Jalen Hurts, he said Justin Fields was going to be the #1 quarterback in the NFL this season. His name is Wire to Wire Sports. Wire to Wire Sports. Haven't seen him since.
Just the name itself of Justin Fields brings bad luck to all.
I'm gonna say this. Mr. White, I see you in the audience. So thank you for showing up for this show. I'm gonna try to get you up, man, because I know I want to hear about the Jacksonville, because that was y'all, look, I gotta admit, y'all dominated social media with that bullshit. I mean, y'all really did. But Coach, that's some crazy shit. But guys, I'm just gonna tell you right now. Think about the craziest take you heard on social media.
I need to get mine out.
I mean, and Cody, I know you have a lot of them. Now, I'm gonna let Cody go because Cody has a lot of them.
Nah, you know which one I want to get out the way.
Coach Common and I watched Cody get kicked off alive because he told people that Daniel Jones, Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders was going to be a first-round exit.
Yeah.
I
told people, I said, y'all are going to get a reality check and y'all will be a first-round exit. And that's nothing to be ashamed of.
And they didn't even make the playoffs.
The one that I had people up here push back on me for, and I've come to collect, like the Grim Reaper, was that the Colts were nothing if Jonathan Taylor didn't have a good game.
Exactly.
The Indianapolis Colts are nothing if JT does not pop off and have a good game. And that running game can flourish. That team sucks. Daniel Jones sucks. I don't care. And
they were so happy that they beat the Dolphins right away. Like, they were so happy. Like, that was a big accomplishment to beat my team.
You got Swag over there dying, boy.
I'm sorry, Stino. I'm sorry, Stino. I heard not you or Archie, but I heard so many Colts fans call me name after name because I said I do not think if the game is put all on Daniel Jones, he can necessarily win a game. I said that middle of the season.
Code, I gotta ask you a question. Why you said it twice? That team sucks. That team sucks.
I just got
not bad. Not bad. Not terrible. Not bad. Not
so
terrible.
Many
Sucks.
annoying Colts fans. There were good ones that I could actually have a legitimate.
Stino in the comment. He's a good one. Stino's a good one.
Yes, Stino is a good Colts fan.
I got that Almighty, please go, because you know what? Me and Almighty, the reason why I'm saying is I'm gonna let everybody go. Believe me, y'all gonna have y'all takes. I'm sure I'm gonna be laughing my ass off all day. But because me and Almighty were literally on this show defending some of the shit that we heard on this show. So I'm gonna let him go. Almighty, you got some receipts you want to hand out?
Actually, I'm glad you said that, because my receipt is for you, Mr. Swag, Mr. Richard Cole. I don't know if you know, and I'm gonna keep it short because it's not football related, but you remember when I first met you last summer?
Mm-hmm.
Back in May, before the NBA final stage was set. Do you remember what you told me, Mr. Swag?
What was that?
You told me that my Oklahoma City Thunder was gonna lose. You told me my Thunder was gonna lose to the Pacers.
Oh, brother.
They did twice.
I mean, it went to Game 7. I'm not gonna lie, it went to Game 7.
Hold on. I said two things. I said I believe the Indiana Pacers will take OKC to 7, and they're going to win. That's what I said. I was right about half of it.
Yeah, you was right about 7. But
nobody could have predicted Tyrese Halliburton just.
But that is a good one. That is a good one, Almighty. I did say that.
I had to bring you back on. Back on that one. Yeah, dog.
And guess what? I'm gonna be shocked, Almighty, if A-Train don't have one for me, because I'm pretty sure you remember what I said to him too. But go ahead, A-Train. Go ahead, A-Train.
All right, hold on 2 seconds. All right.
See, this is the thing about talking about, but when you're talking on TikTok, this shit is recorded. We record this stuff, so therefore, we all know.
Who is
All right, can I get the big box, please?
AJ got a prop.
Oh shit!
Right. So
shit.
this one was a while ago, but this was a Cowboys fan that started out by calling me a certified bitch and then telling me that the Cowboys were going to give belt to the Broncos. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, this is when the Cowboys got a 44 burger put on their head by my fucking Broncos. So shout out Black Boy Troy for calling me a certified bitch and saying that the Broncos were going to get belt. I'm putting you on blast. I keep receipts. And I'm going to keep anything you say to me in my DMs, I'm going to keep them, and then I'm going to expose you.
A-Train, I love what you responded with emoji.
Yeah, I say keep in touch. Don't go ghost on me. I have not seen this guy on the app, unfortunately.
Yeah, that one deserves a clap. He came with a real life receipt.
Yeah, that just makes me. All that does is make me want to go through my DMs.
I love you too, honey. I love you too.
A certified bitch, though.
A certified
Wow.
bitch. What's up, Guru?
Hey,
my
Trey,
God.
I'm glad I didn't get you before the season, dog, because I've been talking shit on the Broncos all year, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
The point is, guys, we realize now that a lot of us was wrong about a lot of different things. And I gotta say this. It's not necessarily a receipt, but it's a history lesson, so to speak. I met A-Train on my show with King Save. Him and King Save going back and forth. And King Save tries to get me and A-Train to get into a debate. And I'm ready to get off my show. I've been on the show for an hour and a half. Y'all know how I am. I'm ready to get off. I'm trying to get off. And A-Train jumps up. And I think, Cody, you was on the show too. And A-Train jumps up.
I was here. I remember what you said.
It says, don't talk about my Broncos. I said, well, A-Train, I don't have to talk about your Broncos. They can't stop talking about it through the goddamn A-gap. Until you stop somebody through the A-gap, Oh, no. A-Train goes off on me. He goes off on me. He comes back about a week later. I guess he watched film and said, okay, so I can have a point about that.
That was how we met A-Train, and then that was like our second ever experience with Namu.
Right. And
our first was Bo, but that's a story for another time.
Well, let's talk about
Bo's not moved. Bo's not moved.
Bo's no man. Bo's no man.
Yeah,
Or
Bo
No
is
Man.
no
Sorry,
man.
that was our first experience with No Man.
Now here's what I'm gonna tell y'all about Bo, okay? Because this was some funny shit to me. Bo comes on my show, and I like Denver for the same damn reason. I do. I mean, I'm telling y'all, I see this with my own eyes. I'm not dogging your team. I just see it. You got to do something about that, because if you don't, the people are gonna run on you, and it's gonna be ugly. Bo, the next day I come on my show, I got the whole goddamn No Man crew.
Yeah, it was like him, bro. Like all of them were here. They were just itching to get after Swag for some reason.
And they just wanted a piece of my ass, but nobody could give me a piece of my ass because I was right. I mean, like, it was like, I was like, I don't know what the deal is. All these No Man people. Even bro said, bruh, he's right until y'all beat the Chiefs and y'all learn how to beat the Chiefs. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't say about this. It was just a crazy situation, but that was a great receipt to hand out.
I got a receipt on myself.
Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead,
Yo,
Coach.
I got a receipt on myself. I'll give y'all that. Because my take was, and I said this, and I stood 10 toes down on it, that the Bears weren't going to win over 7 fucking games. I said the Bears would not win over 7 fucking games. I was standing 10 toes down on it. Even when they were like 4-3 or some shit like that, I said, watch, they're still, I think they had 5 wins. And I said, wow, they're still not going to win no more than 2 more games. I was standing 10 toes down on it until they won 8 games. I truly did have no confidence in the Bears. I can truly say that.
I don't think so, JB.
I put the Bears down the entire season. I'm not gonna lie, and I was wrong.
Are we doing self receipts? Because I have one. Midway through the season, I said we would win a playoff game. I was wrong. We should have, but I was wrong.
You did, Cody, but it was week 18 technically.
I said we could win a playoff game, and I was pretty confident in it. I was wrong.
And I got a receipt for coach for specific Bears fan. A Pacific Bears fan. You know him too well. He comes up in here on lives and says, "Oh, we win a game, we're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. Caleb Williams is the best quarterback. He's the god." Where is he now?
No idea. I do remember a conversation that me and you did have too, Unc, before the season started. I don't think it was on your live. I think it was on one of our lengthy ass phone calls that we normally be having. And I told you, my sleeper team was Carolina. I told you I got Carolina and Chicago making the playoffs. And I just remember the phone going quiet. And I could hear you snarling and laughing at me in the background. And next thing you know, I hear, "Boy, you fucking crazy. You think the Bears come back?"
Not about the Carolina Panthers, but definitely about the Bears. I mean,
yeah, you told me I was crazy.
People were convinced that Swag
these Bears fans out of nowhere came in and they're just spitting their mouths out.
Well, we had Bears fans up here convinced that Swag just disliked the Bears.
Right. I mean, like, it was like, I was like, guys, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't see the things that y'all see. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not move all y'all, JB, all you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still don't know how some of the Bears won some of those games. I just don't. I mean, I'm still puzzled by the Bears. I mean, like, really.
Yeah.
But
you got mustard over here. He says, Swag. He said, "Come on, Swag." He said, "You said that the Bears was trash." That's good. I don't know if he's hiding from you.
Wait, I got one. I got one for y'all. I got one.
Go ahead.
I said, I didn't say it on the show though, but amongst my boys and stuff, I was like, Sam Darnold gonna be ass. I said he gonna play like Geno Smith. He gonna do a Geno Smith. That boy took them all the way to the damn Super Bowl and won.
Caleb, you need a Snickers, bro.
I-
You're not you when you're not.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up,
bro.
Hold on. I
I'ma
need somebody. I need somebody to help me out because Mr. White is dying to get up here to talk about Jackson.
I'll get out of the way, man. Just let me say my piece.
Go ahead and say your thing, Mr. Corey, because I can't wait because Mr. White gonna have to deal with me and A-Train. So go ahead, Mr. White. Go ahead, Mr. Corey.
Okay, so before the season started, I was right about my team, man. We did the floor to ceiling show, and I said my offense would win me 7 games, and it did.
Yep.
And that's it. I was wrong about you guys. When you guys started losing at the beginning of the season, I kept telling everybody, man, if you're going to beat the Chiefs, you better do it early because late in the season, they're going to figure it out, and they're going to beat everybody, and they just never figured it out. The Colts fans kept telling me how fucking great they were because they annihilated my team week 1 like it was some sort of accomplishment to beat the fucking duck chop defense, the no punt defense. Like it was some kind of big deal. Patriots fans were, whoa, man, we beat the Dolphins by a couple. Like, so? Everyone's going to beat the Dolphins. Shoe Game and I were the only believers in the 49ers. And we were the only Macamania fans. Mac Jones, baby. He even changed his name.
I did not think Mac was going to be very good.
He even changed his name to Mac Jones We Trust. What a great guy.
He did do that. I remember that now.
I was 100% wrong, just like Coach. I was totally wrong about the Bears. If you'd asked me before the season, and if anyone did, I'm sorry. I thought they was trash. I didn't think they had a shot. Just because the Lions and Green Bay were looking to be so good, I didn't think the Bears had a chance. But I was wrong. Bears were good. Denver, I didn't think Denver had a shot either, and whatever. They were top seed, or man, I don't know how they did that, but okay. I saw it, and I still don't believe it, but okay. Other than that, I mean, things were pretty. A lot of people were wrong about Baltimore. A lot of people were wrong about Chicago.
I was waiting to get to that one.
And then
hold on, we got Baltimore. We got
what
Detroit,
week?
We got a lot to go through. Go ahead.
And then what week?
I was wrong about Tampa.
I don't remember. Was it like week 4 or 5 when we started to never see Deuce ever again?
Oh, it was like week 6. It was like week 6.
When it was over for the Cowboys, all of a sudden you just never came across Deuce anymore telling you the Cowboys shit.
I could tell you where he's at. He just talks shit now.
Yeah.
But Mr. Corey, you know, as usual, man, thank you for coming up, brother.
Yeah, I'll let you bring up Mr. White. I know he has some shit to say.
Shout out Mr. Corey, man.
And we got shout out to Mr. Corey, but we got a lot of shit to say to him too. All right, Mr. Corey. See you later, brother.
Yeah, peace, buddy.
All right, listen, guys.
All right, Corey.
For those of y'all who are in the audience, y'all hang tight. Don't go nowhere. This is gonna get a little bit more interesting. Really, believe me, it's gonna get really interesting.
Why?
But before you say anything, what's it, Cody?
As I said, before you bring Mr. White up and get to talking to him, hey, Coach, what happened to the Ravens? Were gonna sweep us, and the Ravens were gonna go to the Super Bowl this year.
Ooh.
Yeah, what happened to that? What happened to that? That dream faded fast.
Hey, listen. Listen, like I said, that was fandom.
Yep.
That was fandom. That's all. It was a pure fandom. You know, it was pure fandom. But I can honestly say that my takes on my team, unfortunately, were all fucking correct.
Yeah, I was most, other than winning a playoff game, I was dead on.
That's the bad part.
I was dead on.
I'm gonna say this to the Baltimore Ravens fans, if y'all out there, y'all gotta hear me when I say this. I've never seen a team collapse twice before in one season. I've never seen that. Every team can have a collapse, but they had collapsed twice. I mean, like, first they collapsed in the beginning of this season. Then they came roaring back, and then they collapsed again at the end. I've never seen that before. So that was strange to me. And yes, our Baltimore fans, you got the biggest receipt of all. Because in the beginning of the season, when I was doing training camp videos, all of y'all was coming on my show telling me how good y'all were, how good y'all roster were, and y'all were going all the way. And this year,
there was a specific one.
Y'all were gonna beat the Chiefs, and I was like, you didn't have to worry about the Chiefs because you just neither one of y'all even went to the playoffs. So it was just crazy to hear. And I'm pretty sure as the show go on, we got some more Baltimore stuff coming. So y'all just get ready for that. Mr. White, hand out your receipts, brother. I'm happy to see that you showed up. I'm happy because you're literally the only Jacksonville fan that I have seen other than Keep Me in the last, since y'all lost.
I think Keep Me.
I mean, like, since y'all lost, I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, I'm about to say now, Mr. White and Keaton still be floating around. I still see them both.
I had seen both of them.
Other than them two, I haven't seen Jacksonville fans and literally, I mean, like, it would be like, where they at? Where they at? I mean, it was so good. It was good to see you, Mr. White. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Going on. I might be a little still in slow motion. I just celebrated my birthday.
You all good, brother. Good morning.
But,
happy belated, Mr. White.
Yeah, happy belated. Happy belated,
Mr. White. Appreciate that.
Of course.
My mama always told me a hit dog gonna holler. So if these words affect your ears, then that's who I'm talking to. Now, I'm gonna start this all the way back in April in draft. Oh, how we got belittled by the Browns for giving them an extra draft pick for just getting Travis Hunter, because the Cleveland's supposed to have their 5th overall pick and Jacksonville's another top 5 draft pick, because we were supposed to only win 3-4 games like we did the previous season. Remember everybody saying this. I don't have enough receipts. I don't have enough sheet paper. I need a Bible to keep all the names of everybody that kept saying how Jacksonville. You feel me? So let's just start there. So starting from that one. And then Jacksonville wasn't supposed to win a game at all. We were supposed to lose the season opener to the Panthers. See how that happened. And then Swag, you my guy. Monday night, you was live all week. Me and you went live a certain time. You swore up and down we didn't have a shot in beating Kansas City. You told me the backup quarterback was gonna come in and have some reps. We was gonna nut up on Monday night. We was gonna lose our V card.
Hey, man.
It was gonna be over before it started.
Hey, Mr. White, I can't let you just throw all of that on Swag. I was definitely a part of that propaganda.
I was definitely a part of that.
I'm about to say,
real quick, I started off by saying that hit dog gonna holler. I started off by saying that hit dog gonna holler. If these words affect your ears.
Listen, Mr. White, I'm definitely hollering because I was one of them motherfuckers that had no fucking faith in Jacksonville. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
None.
Just saying.
None.
For a team, at the end of the day, we was in Cancun like everybody else was.
Absolutely.
But for us to end up from 4-13 to 13-4, all my questions I got answered. I no longer want to hear no more slander about my quarterback. I no longer want to hear no slander about my running back. I don't want to hear slander about my team. You gotta no longer the Applejack Jaguars. That shit's done for. And that's all I gotta say. I can't wait the next season.
I'm gonna tell you, like I said, Mr. White, you might want to hold the phone on that quarterback and the Applejack season next year, because you still got to come back and prove that shit again. Like that, I'm telling you right now, I ain't gonna call it out. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but I ain't convinced yet. I'm sorry, I'm not. You got it takes.
I get that.
It takes consistency for me to just say, okay, this is the real deal. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I got some receipts for you. Because you all that stuff you talked about now, I ain't say shit about your draft pick. I don't know about all that. But yeah, everything that you called out for what you said was 100% on point. You have every right to hand that receipt out. But I'm gonna hand some to you too.
The only thing that I have to fire back with, it was not you, Mr. White. It's another Jags fan, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna give his name the recognition. I was told that he was.
Jags crew.
Yeah.
Jags crew. We know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah. I was told that Travis was going to be elite both ways. And I told him nicely and calmly, I said the NFL, completely different from college. Travis Hunter is tenfold the corner than he is the receiver.
For sure.
He should play corner.
Yes.
He should play corner. What they are going to do with him this year is what he should have done all year. Play corner and come in for gadget packages.
Facts. Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, Jags, he was, you know what I'm saying? He drank the Kool-Aid like everybody else did. You know what I'm saying? We won 4 games last year.
Of course, I understand it,
Come
bro.
on, Swag, he drank the Kool-Aid. It is what
I
it is.
understand it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it, bro. Sometimes the
It is what it
Kool-Aid's
is.
too good.
Hold on, Mr. White. Mr. White. He
That's
ain't
where
drink
you're
the
killing it.
He ain't drink the Kool-Aid. He just straight up grabbed the damn bucket and did
Yeah.
like,
Hey, he was handing that shit out.
Because everything else
Hey,
is
he
fine.
was
Hey,
he was
had
taking
some
gold.
I mean, but
Well, that's my boy though. I mean,
Yeah, I
hey,
do. Well, and that doesn't matter because
Hey,
Walmart's paying
CJ.
for this. Like Walmart's doing my whole. Hold on, give me 1 second. Like I'll catch up with you.
You good?
My fault, y'all. My fault, y'all. My fault. What's up, everybody? Good morning, everybody. How y'all
What's
doing?
happening?
Happy
Good morning.
birthday, Mr. White.
But
appreciate
Mr.
that.
White,
Appreciate that.
Mr. White, I gotta admit though, you did beat Kansas City, you did beat Denver, you beat a lot of teams that I didn't have you beaten. Matter of fact, my proving game to you guys was the Denver Broncos. Can you beat Denver in Denver at the time of the season that you beat them? However, once you beat Denver, then you lost your goddamn mind. I mean, then you lost your mind. Oh my God, we going all the way. I know that I heard it on my show, y'all. We going all the way, and I was like, "What? You're going all the way? Hold on." And then I came back, and this is my receipt to you, and I said, "Y'all a first round exit." Because I didn't even have you making the playoffs, but you did that. That's a receipt for me. But I say you're a first round exit. Were you a first round exit?
Definitely.
But guess what?
I told them niggas they was gonna be a first round exit too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What you said, Almighty?
I thought they asked they was gonna be a first round exit too. I ain't gonna lie to you, especially when the playoff schedule came out. I was like,
at the time of the playoff schedule, and Bills fans had me hot. I had Jacksonville beating the Bills. It was being a hater.
Go ahead, CJ.
I had one take before the beginning of the season. Well, really two, right? And I know y'all didn't know me then, so I don't know how much stock y'all gonna put into these. But I said the Broncos are gonna get to the AFC Championship games. I believe that with my whole heart, right? If y'all know how I talk highly of Bo Nix and Sean Payton, right? So y'all know that. The second one, which I mean, I feel like I was kind of right on, and I was kind of wrong. I thought the Falcons were gonna do a lot better simply because of Bijan, right? And looking at that division, I can't say I was wrong because they were tied for first, right? 8-9, everybody 8-9, and they were a game away from the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. I think I was half right on that one. But those are my two hot takes. People were calling me, "Oh, you don't know ball. The Falcons are trash, dumpster team," and people were giving up on the Broncos. Second-year quarterback is not gonna know what to do. Just look at us now. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Swag, I have a.
Go ahead.
Go.
The only thing I can say is first of all, Mr. White is back on this show. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I would have a show sometimes with 40, 44 people on here, and 30 of them would be Jacksonville fans. It was just insane. They were all in the comments, and they must have all drunk the damn Kool-Aid. Because I'm telling you right now, it was a funny thing to me. The funniest thing to me was all of us was looking at football how football was. We're not looking at football as being a fan. We're just looking at football how football is. And let's be honest, the 49er game shouldn't have won that one. The Chiefs game shouldn't have won that one. And there's a lot of games I can name that the Jacksonville Jaguars should not have won. And they won. So we have to give them credit for that. But I want to move the needle just for a second here. How many of y'all remember all them Detroit Lion takes?
I was about to get to them. I told Lions fans they wasn't going to be as good this year.
Swag, I was up on your panel when I told all the Detroit Lions fans that Dan Campbellism was going to bite them in the ass, and y'all wasn't going to win shit as long as he keeps doing that Dan Campbellism shit. And I told them that, and then everybody's like, "Oh, we get it. He did it, and we won that." I said, "Okay." And I told them that as long as he does not play situational football, and he kept doing that Dan Campbellism shit and rolling the dice, that they was not going to win shit. And I got old coach, you old head, that day in time of football is done. It's a new day of football. You don't know shit. That's that old school shit. You old motherfuckers think y'all know everything. Okay.
It hurt Coach feelings for real.
Hey,
said the same insult
they got their feelings hurt when the calls on the refs didn't go their way.
Swag.
They really didn't.
Hold on,
Rod. So the Detroit Lions goes to play the Kansas City. Kansas City handed them their goddamn ass. And I had the whole show flooded the next day talking about, oh my God, the refs. Oh my God, the refs. And then they just completely just dropped the ball. It must have been the refs all them other games too, because they was getting their ass handed to them.
Hey,
That's when I knew Detroit wasn't shit because we wasn't shit all year last year. I don't give a damn what nobody said.
I had to argue Swag with you, a certain Lions fan, and there was one other person. I told y'all week 3. I ended up leaving the show because I was hot over this. I got off and laid down. I told y'all, Jared Goff is not what y'all think he is. Jared Goff, similar to what I said about Daniel Jones. If the game is put in his hand, I don't think he can win it. Jared Goff is this. Jared Goff is that. Fuck Jared Goff.
I'm gonna say this, right, Cody? I agree with you on that, right? And for people to not say that, I don't think they really understand. People get system quarterbacks mixed up for game changers these days, and I know some people don't like that word, that term, right? System quarterback.
It shouldn't be a negative connotation.
It's not. It's not a negative connotation.
Not at all.
It's just classifying you into what you are, right? Into how we can use you on our team. Jared Goff definitely benefits from the system he's in. And I think that might fool people because when you're in a system with a J-Mo, a Amon-Ra, a Jamar Gibbs who can catch the ball out of the backfield, your numbers are going to look great. Now, that doesn't mean you're making it happen. So I can see why some people may have been fooled, but I totally agree with you on that. Jared Goff is not that guy. He's not that guy.
The funny thing about it is, guys, I'm listening to this and I'm thinking about how many Detroit fans. Me personally, I respect the Detroit Lions offense. I thought their defense was suspect, but their offense I respected. These guys were capable, especially when I see them drop 50 on Chicago. I was like, yeah, they're definitely that team again. And then when I watched them play the Chiefs, I was like, oh my God. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, the Detroit Lions fooled all of us. Y'all don't act like you wasn't fooled either, because I'm gonna call receipts on all y'all. All y'all were fooled. I'm gonna tell you why. Even Cody was fooled on this. We all thought the Detroit Lions had an explosive offense. But what they really is just a running team that needs to run the ball. If they can't run the ball, it's not happening. It's not happening. And the Chiefs proved that. If you came to Kansas City, they shut your run down. And once they shut your run down, Jared Goff, as Cody said, couldn't do shit.
And you know the other team that did that to him?
I mean, what was that? Who's that?
Coach. You want to tell me the other team? You want to tell me the other team that shut that run down?
What to the Lions? Shut the Lions run down?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what other team shut the Lions run down?
We did.
Oh, you mean other than us?
Yeah. No. It was. Kansas City was the first team to do it, but I think we were the other team to do it.
Yeah. They had 15 yards rushing.
I mean, so when you shut,
and most of it was Montgomery.
Yeah. They had 15 yards rushing that game.
And the craziest thing about it is, for years, the years that I'm looking at this, and why am I bringing this up? Did y'all see the similarities with Chicago when Chicago can't run the ball? When Chicago can't run the ball, I see the similarities. Look, if your team is going to be based off of I gotta run the ball, and you can't run the ball, and you have nothing after that, it's a wrap. It's sort of like in reverse for Baltimore. Baltimore is if I can't run the ball, I mean, then I'm going to depend on Lamar Jackson throw the ball 40 times. Not going to happen. You're not going to win. It's not your MO.
That's why Detroit was all up their ass like that. That's why they swept Chicago, because they shut down that run and they knew how to get to Caleb Williams.
Exactly. So I'm just telling y'all, going into the new season, you're gonna have to be a little bit more creative than that, because once you have an MO, the NFL just don't change it until you change it. It's simple as that. Ask us. We can't see the Chiefs fan. Once Todd Bowles showed that too high and say Mahomes struggled with the too high, everybody been in the too high ever since. Now that Mahomes has destroyed that too high, sometimes people come out of that. They got to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Until you do that, you that's your MO. And I don't see Chicago nor Detroit going into the offseason changing their entire offense. They're gonna say we're gonna run the ball. And you're right, Cody. When you run the ball like that, you make the quarterback look super good. I mean, and
we've seen a ton of teams do it before. I mean, like to the credit of the player that was Oh, I have another one because I was actually going to say this team. There were times that Tua looked good this year, right? Conveniently, those are the games that Devon Achane was at his best. Speaking of which, I said before the year that Devon Achane was more than a fantasy running back and got slandered for that one. Devon Achane was a beast this year. So
Cody, whoever slandered you for that just don't know ball. I hate using that
Devon
type of
Achane to me
terminology.
was always more than a fantasy back, bro.
Rob,
Hey, Rob, we talking about receipts and hot takes that everybody was. When we pouring out receipts, and they were everybody's takes prior to the season, during the season, and where are they now after the season?
I got a receipt.
Oh, let's Rob. Go ahead, Rob. I heard you say something.
Yeah, I got a receipt. I said, and this is to myself, I said that Tampa Bay would clear that division, knowing that that division itself was, well, one of the weakest divisions in the NFL at that point. And then came the bombshells.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to Tampa.
Then came the fact that they were 6-2. You were 6-2. You had Mike Evans out, Godwin's out, Emeka Ibuka's playing his lights out. But then came the tougher part of Tampa Bay, which is they can't close these games. They can't. And I'm like, shit. When it went 6-2, then it went 7-3, 7-4, 8-6, and I'm like, shit.
And here comes Carolina.
Here comes Carolina.
That's why I told you.
Here comes New Orleans. Here's come New Orleans. New Orleans comes out of nowhere.
I was telling. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but I was telling this before the season started. I told him Carolina's going to win that division, and it's not because they're better than Tampa Bay. But I told you this is back in the James G era of the Swaghollic show. I was telling you, Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is going to have a midseason slump. They do it every year. They do it every year under the Baker tenure. And I was like, they're going to have a midseason slump. Did I see it lasting as long as it did? No, I did not. However, I did see Carolina pulling it together later in the year like they did. So I called out them winning that division. Yeah, I called it out.
The funny thing, Coach, because I want to switch this thing. I want to go back to Philadelphia because if y'all remember, Philadelphia fans had a lot of shit to say.
Yeah, absolutely. They did. But I just want to say, unfortunately, I had went on the Still Alive, right? My man B Falk Live, right? And I went on the live, and I think at the time we were like 4-2, something like that.
Yeah,
and
we were 4-2 at one point.
And I had said that the way we are playing, we will not. I said we'll finish over 500, and we still will not win a playoff game. Y'all, I got crucified. You're not a Steeler fan. You don't know what you're talking about. You're this. You're a hater. You're this. You're that. You're this. You're that. And all this other shit, right? And then I went back to that same live after we lost to Houston, Texas. And you know what everybody said? Yo, Coach, my bad. I got to honestly say you were right. Everything you said, you was right. Everything. And now listen, I try to explain to them, I don't want to be right about these takes. I wanted my team to prove me wrong. Unfortunately, these motherfuckers proved me right week after week after week after week. I didn't want to be proved right.
And you know what? I gotta say this before, because believe me when I tell y'all, we can spin every single soul on this panel, every single soul in the audience. Y'all need to shoot out Santana, and she's so dope. And Mr. Bag, it's a bad guy. I mean, like, you should shoot out the live to them because
what about that one?
Specifically, I need him up here.
I
got one more receipt whenever I get set.
What about the Eagles versus the Broncos one, where we had the Eagles fans, we had Coach Gibson, we had Santana, and we had Sodo came up on the Not Move podcast, and they claimed that they were going to put a stomping. What was it? A double-digit win, 17 to what? To the Broncos?
Yeah, you can watch it on my page.
Yo, hold on. We don't only have receipts. We got the whole segment. They were on the podcast. They were kept on the podcast.
Yo,
and they said they were going to get a double-digit mollywop to the Eagles.
Yo, and then after they lost, they denied it and backtracked.
What about
podcast is recorded, dog? It's on YouTube. Go check it.
Wag, what about the countless times that I myself up here had to defend Jalen Hurts versus Matthew Stafford?
Right. Like. So y'all have no idea. I'm gonna start and I'm gonna let you guys finish because I got a lot of them. I mean, from the very beginning of the season, before y'all even knew who Swag was or knew anything about my show, the majority of the fans or the people that came on my show was Philadelphia Eagle fans. Why? Because I would go on Philadelphia Eagle fans panel and say to them, listen, guys, y'all need to pump the brakes. Y'all need to pump the brakes because you beat a you won the Super Bowl, but you won the Super Bowl from a Kansas City Chiefs team who was trying to three-peat. You're missing that. You're missing what I'm trying to say here. They have won 2 in a row, and one of them was you. And they're trying to do it a third time. So that's never been done in the NFL. Oh, you making excuses. I was like, no, I'm not making excuses. I'm trying to tell you guys, these boys been playing a lot of damn games. Somebody was going to whoop their ass eventually. I mean, but no, and I'm telling you, look, I get Jalen Hurts was MVP, but yeah, your defense should have been MVP because your defense is the one who won the game for you. You're not as good as you used to be. You're not going to be as good as you used to be. You basically bought a freaking team. You bought a super team. Like literally, you just went out there and said, I want this player, and I want that player, and I want this player, and I want that player, and put it together and kicked everybody's ass. And then I was like, you repeating. My favorite thing was to say was that when you repeat, it's not about the talent anymore. It's about the mental part of it. See, you already got the talent. You know you can win it, but now everybody's on your ass. Every arrow is being shot at you. It's very difficult to do. That's why only 9 teams have done it. So you don't really understand we repeat. We stomping ass. We putting
Do you
belt
remember
ass
what we told them? You
we
remember
make
how?
them undefeated. Go ahead, Almighty.
No, because you were very much right. But we told them though, and it's like because you guys are super duper talented, all this, that, and the third, right? But we told them, congratulations, you are now the hunted. You were the hunters last year, but now you're the hunted, and you're gonna see what it feels like when everybody you play from week 1 to week 17 is going balls off the wall to beat you because you are the champs. You are gonna know what that feels like now. And hats off to them, and they had a great ass season with that tough ass schedule that they had, but it's how the big dogs roll, Swag. It's hard to repeat, man. It's hard, dog.
And they argued me down that
They argued us
Jalen
to
Hurts
death.
was top 5. How are you not saying, Swag, that Jalen Hurts is not top 5 when he beat Josh Allen, when he beat Patrick Mahomes, he beat Lamar Jackson, he beat all these quarterbacks. He's not top 5 because he's not top 5. I mean, like, I don't care how many people he beat. I can see it. I mean, and I kept saying over there, I'm not dogging Jalen Hurts. I'm not dogging the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not dogging them. I'm telling you what I see. But boy, I swear, who gonna replace TJ Gardner Johnson? Who gonna replace him? Do you know the advantage of TJ Gardner Johnson? We got somebody to replace him. Well, who gonna do where them edge rushers are coming from? Because if I'm not mistaken, you lost them both. So
Josh Sweat and BG.
Josh Sweat, look.
Oh, we replaced him. We replaced them. Okay, so who y'all replacing? We got this person. We got that. But where were they at? They couldn't find them.
You remember what they were saying about Cooper DeJean?
Right,
He was gonna be the best corner in the league.
Football.
I mean, they replaced Darius Slay too. Darius Slay was gone too. Who do you replace him with?
Yeah, but let's not talk about Darius Slay.
For you, that's
Darius Slay.
All these different things. Y'all heard them too. And Mr. Bad Guy was the worst. He was the worst. Man, oh my God, you couldn't tell him anything about the Philadelphia Eagles. You couldn't tell him anything. Like, I'm like, Mr. Bad Guy, I think you're giving him just a tad bit too much credit. You giving him too much credit. Like, I get it, y'all won a Super Bowl. We a dynasty. We the next NFL dynasty. You won 1 Super Bowl. 1.
They put a lot of stock into beating the Chiefs.
I know you guys remember this. I know y'all remember this. What's up, Santana? So we giving out all receipts. All receipts. What's going on, PG? What's going on in the NFL, guys? Something happened, Cody?
I didn't even.
So
let's just talk about what happened with. Let's just talk about what happened with George Pickens.
Yeah,
earlier.
whether I get my second, I'll go.
Bradley Chubb.
Oh yeah. I didn't even see that.
So shit. You know what? We can talk about Bradley Chubb too. But who y'all think gonna get him? Bradley Chubb. How old is he now? How old is he?
Like 32, 33.
33.
33, yeah.
Or is the tail end, either or.
Yeah, he got about 1 or 2 more years left in him as a serious edge rusher.
Yeah, he'll be the Von Miller of that coming up line. Like he was good, and then he gets older, and it's like, who wants him now?
I don't want him. I don't want him on Kansas City. I'm tired of that. I want damn young. I want young edge rushers, dude.
He's 29. He's 29. He's just like a big knock on him has always been that he's injured.
I was gonna say, I feel like Bradley Chubb been in the league.
That's what I'm thinking. He's been in the league long.
Wow. He had a fantastic rookie year, and then after that, the dude just can't stay healthy, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately, we drafted him before Josh Allen in that draft. Yep.
That is very true.
A-Train, is he getting the Von Miller effect?
Nah.
No,
Von Miller's a legend here. He's a Super Bowl MVP.
Von Miller's a Hall of Famer. Bradley.
Yeah, that's a Hall of Famer.
I'll never forgive Denver
for
that
Super Bowl. I'm saying, like,
he
drafted from Denver. Yes, he won the Super Bowl, Von Miller, but then it started to decline.
No, I don't. I think that I get the point you were trying to make, Rye, but the difference between the two is Von Miller had years on top of years where he was extremely productive. Bradley Chubb's rookie year is his most productive year to date, and he played alongside Von Miller. Since then, he's been nothing but hurt and inconsistent.
Don't need that. You need to go to Baltimore or Buffalo.
I would love to see Bradley Chubb play.
Not in the great state of Missouri.
You know what? We talk about receipts. We talk about receipts, but then next year, watch, Bradley Chubb's going to come out of nowhere.
Y'all, I'm finna get up out of here. Thank y'all for having me up here. I'm at work. Y'all can get somebody else up here, man.
Number love for you, brother. K, you want Bradley Chubb?
Watch. Swag, we're going to say this now. We're going to say this now about Bradley Chubb, and then next year, you're going to come out having a 20-sack season. We're like, okay, here's our receipt.
Fuck out of here, dog. This shit ain't finna happen. Bradley Chubb, 20-sack season.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen in the
Ain't gonna happen. I bet you. We put a wager on that right now.
I wouldn't mind it. What up? I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. It's not a big thing I want, but I wouldn't mind it. That's my thing.
I mean, you keep Joey Bosa or you get Nick Chubb or Bradley Chubb.
I don't want to keep Joey Bosa.
You take Bradley Chubb
I
over
already know K got some
Bosa?
receipts.
I got 2 receipts. Yeah, I definitely got 2 receipts.
Hey, give me your receipts, brother. Give me your receipts.
That's for the 2 Steelers fans too.
Oh my God!
Here we go.
I'm gonna do it in Coach voice. We're gonna make y'all clean out your locker room. We're gonna make you clean out your locker room.
You guys never get us. You wasn't gonna make us do shit. You knew y'all wasn't gonna do shit against us. And also to the Jaguars fans.
Wait a minute. When did I say we gonna make y'all clean out your locker room?
You know what you and guess what? I could bring King in here. He I remember when you said that shit, I was very confused. You said that, coach. You was like, we gonna make y'all clean out your locker room. We gonna make you clean out the locker room.
But hey, hold on. Can I give you the context behind it is if we ended up playing y'all in the first round.
I don't know where the fuck did all that confidence come from? Did you? What
you was talking shit.
I was talking shit because I can. Where the hell did that come from?
You were talking shit.
Yeah.
So of course I'm
And guess what? And guess what? Y'all wasn't gonna have nobody clean out that locker room. Nobody.
We both ended up cleaning out the locker room.
It was.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I
If
knew I
you
was
talk
right
shit,
here.
wait a minute. If you initiate talking shit to me, I'm not supposed to talk shit back.
I'm supposed to just sit here and take it?
Damn,
I'm supposed to sit here and just take it?
You heard this shit?
I'm just saying. Hey, somebody said it. I gotta come back to you. You said it.
Kay. Hold on, Kay. Let me ask you a question, Kay. So hold on. So
Nah,
you
fuck
started
him.
talking.
Nah,
Hold on,
don't laugh,
Cat.
bitch.
No, hold on. So Cat, you talking gangsta-licious to me.
Gangsta-licious is crazy.
So I'm supposed to sit there. So I'm supposed to sit there like Toby. I'm gonna sit there like Kobe to take my last.
Hell no. That's
So-
I love to talk shit. That's just what we do, Kobe. But I'm just saying, I just remember you saying that. But the biggest thing was the Jaguars fans. Oh my lord.
Oh
That
yeah, they
we
was
got
bad.
hit play
To
us.
y'all, oh my
Yeah,
god, to y'all, they
my
was
Lord.
bad. Oh my god.
Oh my lord, y'all Jaguar fans, y'all was so confident. Y'all like, no, Josh Allen. All the offense runs through James Cook. Blah blah blah. I said Josh Allen a different beast in the playoffs. These motherfuckers were quiet as shit when we beat them. Oh my lord.
Yeah,
I
he
said,
was till y'all
y'all
got to
not
him.
going to beat us. I said it's levels to the shit. Trevor Lawrence, he's having a good year. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no damn Trevor Lawrence. Come on now, you're playing Josh Allen, the guy that had 5 turnovers and
He had to go
still went to
last. Look at
overtime
him.
with the Denver Broncos. Get the fuck out of here. Get
Hey,
the fuck out of here.
matter of fact, now that we brought up Josh Allen, hey, now I know.
I dare you, Cody.
No, not you, not you, somebody else.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I gotta do a station break. First of all, this show is just the Swaghollic Sports Show. It comes on every morning at 9 a.m. on Monday mornings. It is produced by the Non-Move Podcast crew over there. So y'all give them a hand because they always do a great job. And I also want to say Friday's show. This Friday's show. Now I'm on every day this week, but this Friday's show is going to be a great show because it's going to be the women on here. The women are going to be on here, and they're going to be doing a show called Beyond the Field. And I'm telling y'all, Beyond the Field is just what it sounds like. Because there's a lot more that goes into football other than when the people play football. There's a lot more behind the scenes. You don't know what's going on in that person's life. And Justina, we was trying to get you on the show. I can't get in touch with your ass. You won't seem to talk to me because I want you to be on the show as well. I want you guys to tune in and support these ladies because there's a lot of ladies out there that actually know football.
Yes, sir.
And we got to give Brianna some credit. We watched Brianna come from the very beginning to where she is now. She be tearing people's ass up.
Got the email?
Because the Nevada, real for real.
You got the email, right?
I mean, so
okay.
I gotta say this, but oh my God, She's So Dope is on the show, guys. She's So Dope.
Huh?
I'll drop so she can get a space up there.
I'm trying to see what wedges, how long these wedges
Why you
last.
dropping? I remember. Now I know he ended up selling the game a little bit. But I was told by a Chiefs fan.
Oh, good. Had a good
quote
weekend.
Unquote, Josh Allen disappears in the playoffs. Where's she at?
Took the fiance to dinner.
Oh, wait. Who you heard that from?
What happened? Bro, what's her name? It's like K something. Like K-A-Y something.
What she said, Cody?
She said Josh Allen does nothing but disappear in the playoffs.
He does want to play Kansas City.
You talking about Kelly? You doing the Raven fan?
Oh, she a Raven fan? No, not
Man,
Kyle Lee. Not Kyle Lee. Not Kyle Lee.
That's all you need to know. If it's a Ravens fan, bro, do not pay them no mind.
Oh, I was
Ravens
also
fans
told
have
that
been some of
Josh
the most
Allen was
delusional
quote unquote elite.
individuals.
I don't know where that elite went, but
I'm from Baltimore, bro. Ravens
Yeah,
fans, the education level when it comes to being a Ravens fan is really low. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really low.
why is he not lying?
Yo, shot
Why
hard.
is he not?
Let me tell y'all
There's
something.
nothing more delusional than a Baltimore Ravens fan. But I appreciate you letting me up. I'll create some space for some other individuals, man. Y'all be easy. Had a good time with y'all today,
All right, man. Take it easy, all Mike.
Yes, sir.
brother.
Yes, sir. Y'all do the same.
I'm getting this kind of vibe from you guys. This is the vibe I'm getting. I know for a fact how many shows they used to come on every day. Now I ain't talking about Non-Move Podcast or No Ma'am. They were NNT. Those guys were always on damn near 24/7, right? But I'm talking about other shows that popped up. I mean, it was some shows popping up when teams were winning. I even seen a Giants show pop up. I seen Indianapolis show pop up. I mean, I seen in matter of fact, at Houston Texans, there was some Houston Texans fans that got together and they started doing the show. Now Houston had the right to do it. They ended up making it to the divisional playoffs. But some of these teams, these fan bases that started their shows, I'm trying to figure out where they at. I go looking for shows, and I would follow people just because they had a show, so I can go back and listen to their show. Rob, I just seen a guy not too long ago. I got to share this with you. Matter of fact, it was 2 days
What
ago.
up?
Like 2 days ago, a guy put up a prompt behind his show, and it said this: Sam Darnold is a top 5 quarterback. Prove me wrong in the NFL right now.
Whoa, I think I was on probably the same podcast because I seen the same thing recently, last couple days.
And I was like, what the hell? Wait a minute. Hold on. If that's the case, Trent Dilfer is a top 5 quarterback.
I do believe he won a Super Bowl, but I don't remember any Dilfer stats that comes to mind that lead me to believe that he was a top 5. He was a hell of a game manager, but none of his stats the year he won really pops out to me. Like, some of the all-time greats, not elites, but some of the all-time greats. I don't really think he had the stats like that.
No, Rob, you're not going to see the stats like that because he was the backup. Tony Banks was the starter that year. He got hurt. Trent Dilfer wasn't even the fucking starter.
That's what I'm saying. I do believe he won that chip on the back of being the backup. So you could say he was on the Super Bowl winning team, but I don't think you could put him per se up in that category. Now, when I started messing around with you, Swag and Coach, when I was coming up here, I was strolling through, right? And I was listening to one dude y'all had up on the show. I think between Swag and Coach, y'all both blew both y'all gaskets because this dude was a Seattle fan and he was talking crazy. And I was like, hold up. I'm a Seattle fan, but I'm a realist. I've been watching the NFL over 35 years, right? So like I do know a little something about a little something. When you start talking like historical numbers, you talking LOB, you comparing Wilson to Darnold and all that, the man was talking crazy. So I applaud y'all for getting after him, right? But I do remember Coach made a comment that same day and I replied, and I was like, well, if Darnold gets them to the Super Bowl and he wins, will that qualify him to be top 10 that season? And I think it was some pushback from both of y'all saying y'all need to see more, But I think I doubled down and I was trying to emphasize that it's predicated if he wins the Super Bowl. So you lead your team from Minnesota to 14 wins, you go to another team, you lead that team to 14 wins. And it's not like Darnold got carried. The defense was excellent all year. They executed, they did what they needed to do. But Darnold won the majority of those games too on his arm. You can look at the Washington game. You can look at the second. You can look at the Jacksonville game.
I can see. I seen several games that Darnold won, but the point I was trying to make was, if the guy at the sign would have said top 5, he said top 5 NFL quarterback. He didn't say top 5 NFL quarterback this year.
He said.
Remember, Rob? Remember, I specifically said, if you're saying this season, I got no problem with that. If you're saying overall, period, that's what I had a problem with. Because now you're going off of one season.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing, and I want to put this to rest for going forward. Now, Rob, it had nothing to do with you and all you guys. Kay, I want all you A-Train, all you guys. Y'all hear me on this because I want y'all honest opinion about what I'm about to say. Now, if you disagree, you disagree. I don't care. It's what I believe anyway, so it doesn't matter. I don't believe you can even talk about top 5, top 10 quarterbacks unless it's their career.
Right.
Like in other words, I saw JB put up a list of top 10 quarterbacks the other day. And when I was looking at his list, That was one of the first lists I ever seen, and I kind of didn't disagree with it at all. Because and although it didn't have Elway on there, I kind of understood why. And Elway probably would have been tied. I would have had him tied. But other than that, I didn't disagree. The reason I'm talking about it is Matthew Stafford right now, Matthew Stafford has the numbers to be a Hall of Fame quarterback right now.
100%.
First ballot.
100%.
Say it again now, Cody.
First ballot.
Right. So what I'm trying to get everybody to understand is how can you guys talk about top 5, top 10 if you're not talking about their entire career? So if you're not doing that, how can you even do y'all believe that you can have a top 5, top 10 unless you talk about careers? Like for instance, how can we say, well, Fran Tarkenton is not a top 10? How can we say that if we never seen him play, if we don't know anything about him? How can we say that Marino is a top 10 if you never seen him play, if you don't know anything about him?
Or Jim Kelly.
Most of these top 10s and top 5s that I see, it's so many great quarterbacks that are out there that you're not even considering. I mean, so because sometimes they wasn't so-called superstars, or they didn't have the notoriety, but it doesn't mean that they wasn't great and their numbers wasn't great. So I got a question to all. This is my question. Should you talk about top 5, top 10 of any kind if you're not talking about their career?
It's one thing to look at it because, like, if you were to tell me that if you're talking about top 5 quarterbacks overall in this quarterbacks right now, the big 4 are obviously Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, and Burrow. Like, that's your 4 because we're talking about career. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the big 4. The 5 through 6 or 5 through 10, then you pick it and choose. Stafford would be 5 for me because of what he's done in his career.
And well, I'm just saying, when y'all have these conversations, are you considering that? Are you considering their career, not their last 5 years? I mean,
I put it to you like this, Swag. I think that you can have those conversations, but it needs to be structured. Because a lot of people today, they take a lot of structure out of a lot of things that they say or the points that they're trying to make, because they're trying to adapt it to the narrative that's being presented to them. So I'm gonna give you a clear cut example. If we talking like overall career, you talking totality, you talking from the start to right now, or if the man retired, right? So if you can have that conversation, but you have to also construct it in that preview. You see what I'm saying? If you're talking right now, the 2025 season, who's the top 10? Leave career out of it. Now you can have that conversation. So it's the same conversation, but it's 2 different languages in the conversation. You see what I'm saying? You got to be distinct about what you're saying. If you go on all time ain't the 25 or the 24 or the 23 season. So I like to hear the whole person question when they're asking me. I like to hear the whole question. Are we talking the longevity, the totality? Or are we talking like right now? Because if you ask me, once again, the Sam Darnold fan, I was a fan when he was in college. When he went to the Jets, the boys stunk it up. But the last few years, we got to let that go, because the last few years, he's still not playing like he a Jet fan, or like when he was a Jet. He's progressing and he's evolving. If you look at somebody like you just mentioned, Tarkenton, if you haven't seen Tarkenton play and you don't know that man, you need to go Google him. Because if you make a top 10, how can he not be in your top 10 if you know football? See what I'm saying? Like, you got to know what you're talking about.
I think the wording of how we look at top 10 makes a difference. If you're saying, like you said, Rob, if we're looking at overall, the word is overall. If you're talking about 2 to 3 years, the words are 2 to 3 years. I think it's more of just like how we structure these top 10s and top 5 all the time.
But here's the thing. The way they're structured is, when you have these conversations, they go off of their numbers in their totality. And you cannot compare numbers of old to numbers now. That's unfair. Like I try to tell people, Terry Bradshaw. Now listen to these numbers. And he won MVP of the league with these numbers. He had 2,500 yards. He had 25 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. And he got MVP. So now you put that, now look at that now. If fucking Josh Allen was to finish the season with 2,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions, he'd get crucified right now.
They're saying
would
he's
get
having
He
a
wouldn't
below
even get
average
votes.
career.
He would
You
never be a
Coach?
finalist.
You right.
He would never be a
I
finalist.
understand. So listen, this is why I always say, I will give you my top 5 or 10 of an era, of their era that all played together, that all played off the same rules, that all played off the same ideology. They all played off the same shit. I'll give you that. But I'm not about to sit here and compare Roger fucking Staubach to Tom Brady. That is fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Hey, Coach, I never
feel-
liked that argument right there. I never liked it, you know, when you have younger players against like veterans. You see what I'm saying? You going up against a 20, not a 20, my fault. You going up against like a 10 to 15 year vet versus a dude that only got like 5 seasons in the league. So let's say his first 2 or 3 seasons was successful, but the last 2 he struggled. But you take the man with the 15-year career, and he never struggled. He did it at a high level, and then like he never lost a Super Bowl. So if y'all don't know, if y'all know, y'all know. If you don't, you look at Mahomes, you look at Montana's careers. How can you really compare them? Because they say Mahomes is a generational player. I don't look at Mahomes as an elite player. He's like generational because look at his career up until now. He's really, really good. Look at somebody like Montana with the career he had. Really, really good. And he never lost a Super Bowl. So when I hear younger people, you know, try to compare the two, it throws me through a loop, yo. I just say my piece and I walk away.
Well, because see, my biggest thing is, hold on, I'm gonna say one thing, Katie, you can go. My biggest thing is this, like this is what I always say. Dan Marino has no idea whatsoever what a three bunch on the right and 1 wide out on the left, 4 wide receiver set looks like on 1st down and 10 in the first quarter. He has no idea what the fuck that shit looks like. The only time Dan Marino saw 4 wide receivers is it was 2 seconds left in the game and he was throwing a fucking Hail Mary. That's the only time he ever saw that. So how can I compare Dan Marino to Peyton Manning? I cannot compare those two. You cannot compare them. The ideology in the game and the rules were different. So so listen, I'll compare Jim Kelly to Troy Aikman. I'll compare Steve Young to John Elway. Okay, cool. They all played in the same era, but I cannot compare Joe Montana to motherfucking Drew Brees. No, I cannot.
That's why
they're entirely 2 different games.
you have to really look at it like this too. You guys got to, like, when you stack up the greats to the greats, you got to look how the eras that they played in and the style of football the era was played at. Like, we can sit here, like you just said, Coach, we can go round and round and about like who Joe Montana to Tom Brady. Like, the games were differently played, like bell cow backs, and you talking about like how the game was offensively innovated. And so every era has quarterbacks that supersede the next one above them because the game keeps evolving as far as the passing game. The run game is kind of slowing, and the way that it's just played is different.
That is an excellent point. I want to get K. I want to bring you in here because you was trying to say something. Go ahead, K.
Yeah, I feel like we really know who the top 4 is. Like, it's Mahomes is going to be number 1. We know Mahomes is number 1. You could be upset he beat you anyway. He's number 1. He didn't make the playoffs. I seen somebody say, "Oh, he ain't made the playoffs. He's overrated, bro." We done played this man about 5 or 6 times. That's bullshit. And we know the other 3. But when you start talking about like Sam Darnold, etc., right, this year, the big 4 didn't do good this year, and it's okay because I know next year, shit, you gotta watch the fuck out because they're back next year. That's all I'm gonna say. But I've never had problems with the top 10, top 5 when they work, but it has to make sense. Also, don't just stat watch the fucking games. Like I hate stat watches.
I love that. Please stop stat watching, because if you look at a stat, it'll be very, very deceiving. I'm gonna just name this one quarterback, Dak Prescott. Very deceiving about stats.
Oh God.
But I'm gonna say this. Coach brought up a good point about Dan Marino. Why, if you guys even remember, the reason why Dan Marino got so much freaking love was because he came in and threw for 5,000 yards and 40-some touchdowns. Like that was unheard of in the NFL.
In 1984.
With 2 wide receivers set and a tight end. That's all he had. That was it. 2 wide receivers.
He had Clayton, and he had Dupree.
Duper.
Moses.
He had Clayton, Duper, and
Moses was good.
And so one thing about Dan Marino though is we can't sit here and name one good, solid running back he had throughout his career that helped take pressure off of Dan Marino. It was always Dolphins and Dan Marino in the
1,000 yard and Denver 1,000-yard rusher in 16 years.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, Dan Marino literally had the worst supporting cast throughout his career, as far as like they never built around that man the way they should have, and he still lit up the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Or Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly went to 4 straight Super Bowls with a team that we barely know but the quarterback. To be honest with you.
You know what's funny when you say Jim?
No, they had Thurman, Thomas, Andre Reed.
You know James Lyon?
I know we know it, but not anybody else.
I mean, they don't watch football. They don't watch football. I'm just saying there right now.
He had a great team.
I want to say this because when me and Coach talked, and Coach can tell you guys this, we get frustrated because we know that when y'all want to pinpoint and say the greatest of all time, it's really the greatest of an era. We know that because, like he just broke down to y'all, it's so much different from then to now, and in every era, it changed. And like I said, Dan Marino was one of the first quarterbacks to do that. After Dan Marino, then Peyton Manning came in and did it. I mean, like all these different things, and it keeps changing. And you can just pretty much say, in a sense, that is the beginning of an era. Somebody's setting the bar for that era. And the truth of the matter is nobody even came close to Dan Marino until Peyton Manning came.
Hey, now, but you know what's crazy, man? I want to point out what's really crazy is, this is what's really crazy. Even though Dan Marino was lighting it up like that, the consensus of the game was still the same. They felt it's okay. Well, they got something special with Dan Marino. Cool. We're still going to run the ball. The rest of the NFL did not try to conform or draft Dan Marino's. They still had their same ideology, as in run the ball first. We're only going to have 2 wide receivers set. Like, they still didn't change. Yeah, Dan was special. Absolutely. 100% he was special. But Dan, at the time, he still did not change the consensus of the game. Run the ball, control the clock, and defense. That was still the game at the time. Everybody, even with Dan lighting it up like it was, the hottest commodity was still the fucking running back. They still wanted to find the bell cow running back who could run the ball 25 to 35 times a fucking game, and you still had running backs carrying the ball 25 to 35 fucking times.
Well, we got breaking news.
I'm not gonna lie, Coach. I think we kind of getting back to that too. I think we kind of getting back to that because you remember the running backs were feeling disrespected with that contract. And if you notice, the running backs starting to turn up more. Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, Robinson, they're starting to turn up more. So I think we're gonna get back to that game. It's like more balance because then when Mahomes came in, I ain't gonna lie, Mahomes changed the game. And then you saw Josh and Lamar, they started changing the game more because you're like, damn, these motherfuckers throwing behind the back. Or was it A-Rod? What'd you say, A-Rod or Patrick Mahomes? A-Rod was doing crazy stuff too.
Watch this. No, watch this. Hold on. JB, were you there?
Yep.
You see. I'm telling y'all guys right now. Tyreek
Yeah, I
Hill
know
just
them.
been Tyreek Hill
Oh,
just been
don't start
released.
this.
I know. No, I
Don't
already know.
start this.
It's not started. I started this. Okay. We're not starting it. We started this a few weeks ago, like 10 weeks ago.
JB started this shit when Tariq Hill got hurt.
Before he got hurt. Before he got hurt. There was trade rumors. I wanted him when the Chiefs right before the trade deadline. I was still pursuing him. So I started this right like week 7.
Mm-hmm. See, and me personally, I told a lot of people, I said, look, he's been dying to get back home ever since he left.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Y'all keep talking about Chiefs being the number 1 receiver. Now ask yourself this question. And somebody said, oh, he ain't gonna be the same. Man, let me tell you, coach can help me out with this. Speed is speed. You're not gonna lose that type of speed. And even if he did, he's still fast as a motherfucker. I mean, like, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Tyreek Hill's
They saved $22 million in the cap by releasing him. Yeah.
Wherever
no,
you
Miami
go. And if I'm not
Miami just released him
and
today.
if I'm not mistaken, Bieniemy just went back there and he added Nagy. So if Tyreek goes back, that might be trouble in the water, like right there.
Got rid of Nagy.
I'm the biggest Chief hater, and I can admit that's going to be a problem.
Nagy is going to New York. But y'all listen to what I'm saying. JB on his show, he's been talking about this a lot. I don't talk about Kansas City because I'm biased to him. I just can't do it without being biased. So JB has been talking.
Nagy? Oh, okay.
JB has been talking about this a lot. But this is just look at it like this here. It's Travis Kelce just decided he was coming back. Tyreek Hill just got released.
Yep.
You see it forming. And you already got Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, and all those new guys over there.
Oh,
and
geez.
you don't just human nature is not telling you guys that Mahomes sitting back with his injury, Tyreek Hill sitting back with his injury. They talking on the phone, they ain't got shit else to do. Like, I mean, like, it's like
Tyreek's 32 years old. It's not the age of a receiver to be like, yeah, you're down, but
I mean, so I'm just telling y'all right now, don't be surprised. But anyway, back to what we were saying. So do y'all understand now why old guys like y'all call me and Coach, we say we old guys, we don't think we old at all because we run circles around some of you young ass. Y'all just don't understand. But that I digress. But what I'm saying is we get frustrated when y'all try to do top 5, top 10s and all that stuff because you're not understanding that you cannot compare some quarterbacks with the other quarterbacks. You can't do it. You can't even put Montana in the era of Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. You can't do that. It's even though he probably could stand tall in that era, but he could stand really tall in the era of Dan Marino. Like in that era, it was all about Montana. I mean,
yo, because people destroy Troy Aikman, right? I hear people on these lives all the time destroy Troy Aikman. Oh, Troy was mid. Troy was this. Troy was that. And I keep telling everybody, if you were alive in the 90s and you wasn't a Cowboy fan, you wanted Troy Aikman as your fucking quarterback. Like this is what people don't understand. Like, listen, in his time, he was a top 5 fucking quarterback at his time. And then what they also don't realize is, and I had to let one of them had to go back and he really did the research and he said, "Oh shit, you're right." Is that what people understand is that at one point in time, it was less frowned upon for your quarterback to throw an interception than it was for your running back to fumble. You accepted your quarterback throwing an interception more than you would accept your running back fumbling. That is why all the top 10 quarterbacks in the 90s, go do your research. Like my man likes to say all the time, Google is free. Go do your research. All the top 10 quarterbacks of the 90s, all the ones y'all say are this, that, and the third, all had double-digit interceptions every fucking season. Every fucking season, they had double-digit interceptions. Every fucking season.
And that's what
all of them.
So that's why guys, we get frustrated because we understand it, and you know you do it with running backs, you do it with receivers. We get just as frustrated with them too because we're like, I'm just gonna ask this question, Coach, be quiet, just don't say that. How many of you guys ever heard of a receiver named Wes Chandler?
Who?
Wes Chandler, W-E-S Chandler. I mean, I heard ever seen
West Chandler.
Who you played
Maybe.
for?
He was a fucking beast. He played for the Chargers. He started his career with the
Diego
Saints,
Chargers.
and then he went to the San Diego Chargers. He was a freaking beast. Like, but you never heard of him because you know why? Because the
He was
Chargers
born in
didn't-
1956. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, like,
He
no,
said
no. He played. Watch this. He played in the 80s. He played in the 80s.
Yeah, he was born in 1956. That's why I hadn't heard of him.
See, that's why I never heard of him.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know the answer to
I'm
that
trying
question.
to get you
The
guys.
most famous Charger I know is the one that got hurt in that 84-83 playoff game.
Kellen
Look
Winslow.
at Kevin Winslow. There you go. He
Well, watch
was the
this.
tight end.
Wes Chandler played with Kellen Winslow.
Oh wow.
Never remember.
Like so what I'm trying to tell you guys is Wes Chandler, Kellen Winslow, like Dan Fouts, those guys were like the cream of the crop when it came to offense. They just couldn't win a Super Bowl. They had no defense. They couldn't win a Super Bowl. But these guys were beasts. I mean, like, and what I'm trying to get everybody to understand is there's so many people when you're doing top 10s, top 5s. That's why we say it's an era that you got to do it in the era. You can't do it in overall. You just can't do it like that. That's why it turns us off because it's the era they were in. Because the era, let me help you out. There's not a single soul that in that era didn't know who Wes Chandler was. You better know who he is. He would torch your ass. I mean, like, so, and those are the things I'm saying about why I get frustrated with top 10s and top 5. Not to mention, it's mostly subjective and it's your opinion. Now, listen, guys, what's up, Mr. Bush? I want to share something with you guys so y'all understand something, especially Mr. Buck. My boy, he's my dog. If y'all want to go see his show, y'all need to go check out his show. He has a great show, too. I love jumping on his show. Not Move podcast, y'all, they 24/7 shit. You can't tell me that you can't find a Not Move podcast show because it's 24/7. I jumped on at freaking 10 o'clock the other night, and I was like 24/7. These don't never stop, right? They never stop. So all these good shows out here that I'm a fan of these shows. You guys got a lot to go out there and watch. But I'm gonna ask y'all to do me a favor. Man, just stop going on any show. Because some of these shows really just be bullshit. It's just be bullshit. Like you should know if you know football and you sit in the audience and you listening to the conversation of the panel and you hearing some crazy outlandish shit, you should know right then and there, I don't want to be on this show.
That's a fact.
That's
daily. Yo, Swag, I get sucked in. The coach in me, hey, yo, Swag, the coach in me gets sucked in every time trying to educate, and they don't want to listen.
It's a black hole, coach. It's a black hole. Stay out of it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, because I try to help. It's the coach in me. I try to help and educate and teach. And I just got sucked in this morning to oh my God, one of the most casual motherfucking lives I've been in my life. One of the most casual. And I had to leave, and I told my man it was CJ's fault, because I followed CJ ass in there. And I told CJ the next time you lead me into a casual ass live like that, I'm gonna come find you and kick your ass.
It's really. I'm begging y'all. The reason why I can't tell you guys what to do, man. I'm not trying to. Y'all grown ass men. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Who the hell am I to tell you anything? I'm just saying. Somebody told me when you have the ability to talk about something intelligently, and you get around people who are unintelligent, that is really a disgrace and a discredit to you. It's nothing. It's not. So when people ask me, Swag, I asked you to come up. Why you didn't come up? It's because of your panel. I'm not going to get on your panel because I've listened to them, and I'm saying to myself, there's no way I'm going to try to go on this show to talk about football with these guys because they don't want to hear anything about the facts. As a matter of fact, the whole time you're talking to them, when you say something, you get quiet because they're Googling what you said. I mean, they got to Google it. They have no idea what you're talking about. I mean,
They trying to real-time fact check.
I mean, like, you're
That's
like,
hilarious.
let me see.
No,
Let me
they
see what he
do.
said. I mean, like, they're
They
Googling
do,
what
dog.
you said because they don't know. I mean, it's
Yo,
like,
they were having the top 10. They were having this quarterback live. My boy, Mark Speaks, right? He invited me up on his live about quarterbacks. So I was breaking down to them how you really can't compare quarterbacks so you can do by errors. So they was going on and on. So I had to break down to them. I said, yo, listen, let me explain to you what a Statue of Liberty, because I referred to somebody as a Statue of Liberty quarterback. It's how we refer quarterbacks back in the day. We called them Statue of Liberty quarterbacks because they would just stand back in the pocket and stand there and wait for fucking receivers. And I said, let me explain to you a Statue of Liberty. I said, Dan Marino was the ultimate Statue of Liberty quarterback. They were like, well, how you going to say that, this, that, and third? I saw film. He moved around. I said, listen, dog. I said, listen, Dan Marino has 99 yards rushing in 16 years. In 16 seasons, that man only rushed for 99 yards. That is telling you that he never moved out of the fucking pocket, dog. He never moved.
I'm trying to get Denver dog. What's up, man? I see you out there in the audience, man. I miss you. Where you been? All I'm saying is, guys, is I need y'all to stay on the show until I end the show. I want to tell you something. First of all, Not Move Podcast and myself is going to be producing. They're going to be producing a lot more shows that Swag does, and the reason why is because I've always needed somebody behind me in the scenes that can do the technical shit. I just want to talk football. I mean, and JB and Not Move Podcast is doing anything with that. That's number one. And you also, number two, you should go check them out because I'm telling you right now, they're on their shit right now, right? They actually got me. I feel like I'm not working hard, and I know I'm working hard. But then another thing, Bucks Nation, Mr. Bucks, he's a Tampa Bay fan. He talks about Tampa Bay. He has some great discussions on his show. He's made me stop. I'm promoting the show because your ass jumped on the show late and I'm getting ready to get off. But the biggest thing I want to tell you guys is, especially the ones in the audience, especially the ones that come up on my show, man, I follow you guys. So when I see y'all on panels, I'm going to stop because I know who you are and I want to hear your take. I'm not listening to whoever else is on the panel. I'm stopping for you. And when you on a show that's full of people that don't know what the hell they talking about, that are literally fandom, I just think about you and I say to myself, you shouldn't even be on that damn show. Like, what are you even on that show? It's the reason I'm saying it is because it's the same thing when you let somebody up on your panel. I just watched JB kick somebody's ass off his show the other day. And I was mad because he took so goddamn long. Like, I'm like, you're trying to educate an idiot. This guy's an idiot.
Hey, Swag, remember you called me that? Hey, yo, listen, Swag, hey, yo, I forgot what panel I was on. But Swag it had frustrated Swag so much. Swag called me and said, Coach, why are you up on that panel?
Why? I mean, like, what are you doing? Why are you up there with those people? Like that, I'm like, you should be gone. Like, because why? Let me tell you why. It diminishes your value with what you know about football. It diminishes you because you are trying your best to educate people who don't want to be educated. It's a waste of time. And then all of a sudden, when you are right and they know you're right, if you ever come back on the show again, they're never gonna tell you that. They ain't never.
Hey, Swag, A-Train said he got one more receipt. A-Train said he got to give one more receipt.
One more, A-Train, go ahead.
All righty, boys. I'm just going to go with a quick little history lesson in the Not Move podcast, kind of how we were formed. And this is the biggest receipt we got. So when we started on this app, right, we thought, you know what, we're going to start a podcast. I got with JB, I got with Southgate, got with Common. We decided we were going to form a podcast. Well, former podcast decided they wanted to challenge us to a debate. Well known on this app. I'm not going to name drop, but they wanted to challenge us, right? So what they did is we promoted this debate. If you give me big screen real quick.
I remember that. It was No Man, by the way. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't No Man.
NNT. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't NNT either.
Okay, good. There we go.
So this was the debate we were supposed to have, right? And we weren't relevant at this point.
Okay.
So they challenged us, right? So what they had to do was scour the TikTok streets and get probably the most knowledgeable guys on this app, right? It was going to be our 7 versus their 7. Well, what they decided to do was get former NFL players, former NFL DB Rod Smith of the Patriots, and former quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Brad Smith. So we were going to do a debate against former players. Well, they ended up backing out of the debate. And this is kind of what started Not Move Podcast and making us relevant. So they actually canceled out of the debate, and we grew our following, we grew our members. So they actually even made, sorry, I'm working. They made this about us. It's the eviction podcast. They're kind of trying to troll us, right? They were going to kick us off TikTok, right? They made fucking sheets saying that we're going to get evicted, and they ended up backing out of this podcast war. So this is really what started the Not Move podcast. That's the biggest receipt I got.
Needless to say, they changed their name 3 times after that too.
What, 74th or 98th?
Yeah, they changed their name 3 times, and not only that, not only did they change their name 3 times, but when we went up on their lives, when we went to their shows, they would refuse to let us up on their panel. They wouldn't even let us up on their panel because they did not want to get smoked by us.
You know what's funny? I came on Not Move Podcast because I felt like Not Move Podcast was a challenge to me. And it was one of the only few that I had that I considered a challenge to me. That's why I would come up on the panel. But I gotta say this, New England. I'm gonna tell y'all something about New England. You don't know I know. New England did a show after the Super Bowl. And he was basically talking to a lot of New England fans. And they were jumping on there with all kind of fucking excuses. It was crazy. And I watched him literally chop up New England fans one by one. Just chop them up. You don't remember. I was on your show. I put in the audience, laugh out loud. He was just chopping them up. Nope, that didn't happen. Nope, that didn't happen. This is why we lost. We lost because of Drake May. We lost because of this. We lost because he just was chopping them up. So I wanted to give you straight up kind of props for that, man, because it takes a lot to do that when that is your team.
Absolutely.
I'm about to say, make it known, New England is a diehard New England Patriot fan.
like he was chopping them up. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not making these excuses. These guys were better than us. And I'm sitting up there looking at that, and I was telling myself, that is the whole reason why I stay away from most people's shows, because I hear their biasness. And I got one more receipt I got to give, Coach, and I need you to hear this one because it actually refers to you. And it refers to you. And I thought about you when I heard it. And this is why I don't go on shows. The host was saying, I'm sorry, there was a fan. I was on another person's show where She's So Dope. I was talking about the Drake May, Matthew Stafford conversation. But then it switched to the Bill Belichick Hall of Fame snub, or first ballot Hall of Fame snub. And this guy said these words to me, Coach Coleman, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. He said, well, how does Lynn Swann get in the Hall of Fame? He said, the numbers do not allow Lynn Swann to be in the Hall of Fame. And at that point, I just said, this is where I fucking exit. Like I'm gone. And that's why I don't jump on panels. That's why I don't do that anymore, for the simple reason, if you're not a certain show that I know, you know your shit by what my show is, Because the only reason I go on other people's shows is because I see you guys. I don't know those guys. I just see you in the panel because TikTok shows us you're live.
Right,
So
right.
let me go see what this guy is talking about. I go see it and you on a panel with somebody. I'm like, what are you doing? All I'm saying is, watch yourself, guys. Watch yourself. So for
I wish I was
everybody,
on that live. I wish I was on that live.
I was so happy you wasn't on that live, but I exited immediately. So guys,
Swag, is this going to be your first experience with off-seasonitis this year for TikTok? Okay,
No,
so you'll see it. It's going to get real bad.
I mean, no. but the crazy thing is I know people are looking for content, but I'll say this and I'll say it again. I don't want anybody coming to my show because of my content. Come to my show because you love to talk about the game of football. It's that simple. Like that. You ain't seeing no backdrop. You ain't seeing shit like that. You know why? Because I just want you to come here and talk about football. And that's what I do. And no matter what the title is, it's gonna veer off to something else because it's just what we do. We're talking about football. Just imagine yourself in a barbershop and everybody want to talk about football. That's what I want my show to be about. So anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. JB, I'm going to hit you up because we got this whole thing we got to do for the next week. And I got to hit you up and call you. I got some time today, so I will be calling you. Not right after the show, because I know you guys will start a live right after this show. But thanks to everybody. And don't forget Friday's show with Brianna and all the women. It's going to be great. Beyond the field. It's your boy Swag. Peace.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.